Hello students, myself Ayushita. I welcome you on Anvira online school. Today we will start a model test paper for class 8 subject science. Okay, so let's start. First question. Separate the grains of the crop from the chaff is called threshing. Okay. Next, an example of a fire resist plastic is melamine. Next, which of the following is not malleable? Pencilate. Next, naphthalene balls can be made from coulter. Next, the part of the earth where living beings are found. Biosphere. Next, value of friction by lubricant. Decrease. Next, the movement of pendulum to the fro or back and forth from it means position is called vibration. Next, the long wire connected with the light emitting diode LED is connected to the battery positive end, from positive end. Next, on 26 January 2001, the area of India in which a big earthquake occurred, that area was Bhuj in Gujarat. Which of the following gas is not greenhouse gas? It's nitrogen. Fill in the blanks. The process of lossing and turning of the soil is called plugging. Next, the metal which are easily be cut by knife are blank and blank. It's sodium and potassium. Next, blank is a dark thick liquid with unpleasant odor is coulter. Next, spices found only in a particular area is known as endemic spices. Next, blank of male and female gems are called sexual representation. It's fusion. Very short answer. Number 1. Which bacteria is present in the root nodules of lichenius plant? So answer is number 1, rhizobia. Number 2, nitrogen and phosphorus. Number 3, black gold. Second, name the non-metal used in fertilizers for the growth of plants. So reproduction resulting from the fusion of male and female gemels is called sexual representation. So सेकंड का आंसर हो जाएगा नाइट्रोजन एंड phosphorus. Number 3, what is the commercial name of petroleum? Is black gold. It's black gold. Number 4, what is sexual reproduction? Reproduction resulting from the fusion of male and female genetic is called sexual reproduction. Next, number 5. Name 2 animals in which a sexual reproduction occurs by budding. It's yeast and hydra. Okay. Next, match the column 1 with column 2. So first is nitrogen factor. It's rhizobium. Okay. Next, yeast. So bread formation. Next, female anopheles malaria. Transmission by air measles. Next, explain why plastic containers are favored for storing food. So plastic containers are good for storing food because they do not react with food item, they do not get rusted, and they are light, strong and durable. Answer in brief. Number 1. Some terribles depends on the first how, forest and how. Some terribles depend on the forest, they usually resist the air and depends on it for food, shelter, clothes and other requirements. Next, what are the factors and their effect of deforestation? The cause and consequences of forest are it increases carbon dioxide, which is the cause of pollution and global warming. It decreases oxygen in atmosphere. The rainfall and the fertility of soil get decreased. It changes the soil prosperity. It is the cause of destruction. Numbers. Question number, this is 6 and then 7. Define a sexual reproduction. Write 2 types of a sexual reproduction. Okay. A sexual reproduction is mode of reproduction by which offspring arise from a single organism. In animals, a sexual reproduction occurs by binary fission and budding. Next, explain why sliding frictions is less than static friction. So the sliding friction is less than static friction because of the interlocking of irregularity in two surfaces. When objects starts sliding, two contact points on its surface do not get enough tuned to lock into the contact point on the floor. So the sliding friction is slightly less than the static friction. Next, identify the part vibration to produce sound in the following instruments. First, dholak, stretched membranes, sitar, string of sitar, flute, air columns. Next, number 10. In case of fire, before the firemen use the water hose, they shut off the main electric supply for the area. Explain why they do this. The water used is water houses by firemen is not pure water and it conducts electricity. Firemen shut off the main electric supply for area because if the supply of electricity continues, there may be high risk of electrocution due to water. Next, explain why a charged body loses its charges if we touch it with our hand. When we touch a charged body, it loses its charge due to process of earthing. Our body is a good conductor of electricity. It transforms the charge to the earth. Next, what is the constellation? Name any two constellations. The group of stars that appear to form some recognizable shape is called constellation. Two constellations are Orion, Ursa Major. Next, write the full name of CFC and use of it. One harmful effect of it. So first, the full name of CFC is chlorofluorocarbon. It is used in refrigerators and ACs. It decreases the protective layer of atmosphere, which is ozone layer. Next, draw nitrogen cycle. So you have to draw a nitrogen cycle. Next, Rana wants to buy shirts for summer. Should he buy cotton shirt or shirt made from synthetic material? Advise Rana giving your reasons. So Rana should buy cotton shirt because cotton fiber absorb the water more than synthetic fiber. In summer, we have extensive sweating which must be soaked up by cotton clothes. Okay. Next, give reason of following. A. Copper cannot displace zinc from its salt solution. So copper cannot displace zinc from its salt solution because copper is less resistant than zinc. B. Sodium and potassium are stored in kerosene. So sodium and potassium are kept in kerosene oil because they both are high reactive metals. When they expose in air, they catch fire. Next, explain how coal is formed from dead vegetable and what is this process called. So coal is fossil fuel and made of remain of living organism. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forest. The forest low-lying westland area, and due to natural process, these got carried under high pressure and the temperature. These plants converted into coal, and the process of conversion is organic matter present in living organ into coal is called carbonation. Next, how can you friction by increased and decreased? Explain with example. We can increase friction by designed shoe with grooved, applying coarse substance. Kabaddi players rub soil on their hand to increase friction. Similarly, we can reduce the friction by using powder. Example, we spread powder on carom board to the friction to minimize the friction. Next, Never touch electric appliances, wet hands or standing on the wet floor. Why? So, never touch electric appliances with wet hand because water and our body both are good conductor of electricity and these may be high risk of electrocution due to water. Next, suggest measures to protect ourselves from lightning when you are in home. We should follow the following measures during lightning to protect ourselves when you are in home. First, stay indoors and away from open window. Disconnected electronic devices. Do not use wired device and install lightning conductor on tall buildings. Next, write differences between stars and planets. So, stars are fixed at a point in the sky. Planets revolve around the sun. Okay. The second difference is stars have their own light. Planets have no light. Third difference, stars are very big in size and planets are small compared to stars. Fourth, stars twinkle in the sky, planets do not twinkle in the sky. Next, what are weeds? How can we control them? Weeds are unwanted plants which grow naturally with the main crop. We can control them by applying chemical substance which is called vides like DDT, 2,4-D, etc. So, here we have one more question with an option. Write difference between manures and fertilizers. So, manures naturally occurs by the decomposition of cattle dung, human waste, the plants reduce. Second, manure can be prepared in fields. Manure improves soil texture and increase water holding capacity. Fertilizers, these are inorganic substance. Fertilizers are prepared in factories and fertilizers are very useful for soil, but excess use of fertilizer can destroy the soil. Okay. Next, explain how deformation leads the reduced rainfall. Trees give out a huge amount of water in the form of water vapors. During transpiration, the reduction of water vapors affects cloud formation and thus result in less rainfall. So, here we have one more question with the option, why should we conserve biodiversity? The variety of life exists on the earth. Their relationship with environment is referred to as biodiversity. We should conserve biodiversity so as to maintain the food chain. The disturbance in the food chain may affect the whole ecosystem. Next, explain the function of human with diagram in your own words. So, you can make the diagram. Human ear. So the sound of produced by the voice of sound box or the larynx in human, it is located in the throat. Below to it is the windpipe. The two vocal cords are stretched across the voice box in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit between them for the passage of air. When the lung force air through the slit, the vocal cord vibrate and the vibration result in sound, and you can make the human ear diagram. Okay. So here we have one more question with the or. What is the sound pollution? Write its source, harmful effects, and how we can control it. So presence of excessive or unwanted sound in the atmosphere is called noise pollution. It may cause many health related problems like lack of sleep, hypertension, and many more health disorders may be caused by noise pollution. The noise producing factory should be set up away from the residence area. Use of automobiles harm should be minimized. TV, radio, loudspeaker should be played at lower volumes. Next question. What is the difference between fresh air and polluted air? Pure air is free from any pollutant, has no smell, is cooling and not irritating of eyes. Pure air contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and small amount of gases and water vapors, whereas polluted air gives a smell and people cannot breathe in it. Polluted air contains harmful particles and gases. Explain greenhouse effect in your own words. So, earth absorbed heat from sun during daytime and at right time it rejects the heat, but the atmosphere reflects some of these heat back to the earth. This keeps weather warm even the night. This is called greenhouse effect. There are some gases which are responsible for this effect, that are CO2, water vapors and metals. Okay, thank you.